Today on Dancehall Lyrics TV, we're going to talk about the Six God Drake. Now, Drake's been the MVP of hip-hop for a few years now in terms of commercial success for an artist of the genre, which would seem to imply that everybody loves his music. But the reality is that not everybody likes his music or him. So today, in no specific order, we're going to count down 10 people who are not on Team Drake and shots they fired. Number 10. Kendrick Lamar. Now, Kendrick and Drake were cool once upon a time, with newcomer Kendrick even being featured on Drake's album Take Care. Drake even blessed Kendrick's debut album with a feature on his song Poetic Justice. Things seemed to turn sour between the two after Kendrick fired shots in his feature on the Big Sean track titled Control, where he said he wants to murder Drake and a host of other rappers. Drake allegedly took the jab pretty hard. However, in an interview following the release of the track, he said he saw Kendrick 5 days later at the VMAs and it was all love. On Kendrick's side, however, he's since made subliminal insults which have been perceived to be directed at Drake, such as "nothing's been the same since they dropped Control," and tucked a sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes. He also said in an interview with GQ that although he and Drake are pretty cool, he'd be fine if they weren't. Yeah, that way. Number 9. JayZ. Now, this is hot tea. In February of 2017, DJ Khaled released a new track featuring hip-hop power couple JayZ and Beyonce. The track, titled Shining, features JayZ taking some subliminal shots at someone, with many hip-hop fans thinking that all clues indicate that the shots were aimed at Drake. Now, the lines state, "I know you ain't out here talking numbers, right? I know you ain't out here talking summers, right? I know you ain't walking around talking down, saying boss when you're a runner, right?" Which seemed to be a direct response to a verse on Drake's song Sneakin'. Some would argue, however, that this Cold War started a year before when Drake rapped, "I used to want to be on Rockefeller, then I turned into Jay," on his single Summer 16. Jay appeared to respond on the track I Got the Keys, produced yet again by DJ Khaled. Coincidence? I think not. Saying, "is always asking me the key. Till you own your own, you can't be me." Enough said. Number 8. Meek Mill. You were probably in a coma during 2015 if you missed the beef between Drake and Meek Mill. It was arguably one of the biggest events in hip-hop of the year. It all started because Drake, who has been seen to tweet his support for his friend's projects, neglected to extend the favor to Meek Mill for his then yet-to-be-released album. From there, Meek pointed out the lack of support on social media and began firing shots at Drake, saying he was fake and that he used ghostwriters. Drake eventually responded to Meek Mill's insults in true hip-hop style with his diss track, Charged Up. Meek Mill called the track Baby Lotion Soft, saying he could tell that Drake actually wrote that one. With no actual bars from Meek in response, Drake dropped yet another diss track aimed at him, suitably titled Back to Back. The diss track ended up being Grammy nominated, with Meek's eventual response falling flat in the face of rap fans and just seeming like too little too late. Number 7. Chris Brown. Now, this beef was allegedly started by Drake, who provoked Chris Brown with a note informing him that he was hooking up with Brown's infamous ex-girlfriend, Rihanna. This was followed by a good old bar fight between the pair's entourage, during which Chris received a clip on the chin with a bottle. Now, afterwards, they had a very PR stunt-esque public reconciliation, but then Brown had these choice words to say when asked about his relationship with Drake during a radio interview. "We're not getting no check from talking about dude. We're giving him all this pub. We're us. I can't keep making these famous. I'm responsible for reviving a lot of careers." Number 6. Taiga. Now, this beef was started by reckless behavior on Taiga's part when he was featured on the cover of Vibe magazine. In his featured interview, he was quoted as calling Drake fake. Now, whether it be 4 p.m. in Calabasas or 6 p.m. in New York, Drake always finds time to respond to his haters. See what I did there? Now, on the track 6 p.m. in New York, Drake replied saying, "I heard a little homie talking reckless and vibe. That's quite a platform you chose. You should have kept it inside. Oh, you tried. It's so childish calling my name on the world stage. You need to act your age and not your girl's age." Ooh, ouch. Kylie was only 17 at the time. Since then, this beef has been squashed, with Taiga putting it down to miscommunication and the media attempting to aggravate the situation. And that's it for part 1 of our list about 10 people who publicly criticized Drake. To find out the other 5 people who dissed Drake, be sure to like this video, subscribe to DancehallLyricsTV, and click the bell after you subscribed so you can be notified as soon as we drop part 2. See what I did there?